Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. Aren't you tired of all the nonsense you hear from these financial shows like this?
Should I be worried about Bear Stearns in terms of liquidity and get my money out of there? No, no, no. Bear Stearns is fine.
And then they went bankrupt. This is what I'm talking about. This is crazy. Your 401k, they take half of all the money you put away. Look, it's not about the money you're saving. It's about where you invest it and not in a 401k. Join my gang. Start using charts. I'll teach you how to use a chart so that you can maximize your returns on the money you do have. And the earlier you get started, the better. Join my gang, philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. There is only one talk show host, Phil Grande, who delivers both social and financial talk. Not even Hannity or Rush can deliver a 1-2 punch like that. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Phil Grande is unique, the industry leader, the first talk show host ever to combine social issues and finance into winning stock market ideas. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, my name is Phil Grande of philsgang.com. The 401k big lie. They tell you invest $10,000 a year for 30 years, compounded at 6% annually. You will have a grand total of $245,000 to retire. That is not true. That is not the truth. What they don't tell you is the hidden fees. There's 27 hidden fees in your 401k. When you're all done, you lose half of what you put aside for your retirement. That's right, half. And another thing, you're not allowed to do individual stocks in a mutual fund. And you're not allowed to make money when stocks go down. That's ridiculous. Would you buy a car with just forward and no reverse? Why would you ever be in a fund that you can't make money when the stock market goes down? Join my gang, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. Go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. There's one thing we're focused on, and that's beating this thing.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You know, every day we hear from Wall Street, you turn on the TV, and they're telling us how the economy's great, everything's great. And these are the same people that run the 401ks who, with a 2% fee, take more than half of your money and put it in their pocket. You will never retire comfortably in a 401k. But try to convince 90 million people, it's almost impossible. People just don't listen. They get comfortable and stay with these 401ks. They don't work. You're not going to be able to retire. It's simple. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Join the gang, try it for a month, and we're going to show you how to use a chart. And that is going to put you in such a comfort zone of retirement.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
They just told us right away that we're going to house you, we're going to feed you, and every single one of his medical bills is just all taken care of.
They've saved my family from financial ruin. It allowed me and my wife both to focus on the most important thing, which was the health and well-being of our son.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes. And that's what makes St. Jude so magical.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything being taken care of.
We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, people make it too complicated. Wall Street tells you the market cap and the trailing PE and the forward PE and price to sales to confuse you. All you need to know is, does the stock have volume? What's that mean? Energy. What does that mean? If you have people buying a stock, enough of the stock's being bought, it influences the prices to go up. Join my gang, philsgang.com. We're using charting, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
We're in trouble. We're in serious trouble. 71% of our federal budget are entitlements. Interest rates are not only historically but unrealistically low. If the government were to end up paying, based on the almost $20 trillion in debt, another 200 basis points more, which would not put it in an exceptional
normalized rate.
Right. You got another $400 billion a year added to your deficit that you have no wiggle room at all.
And that's Ken Lagone. I'm Phil Grande, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. Welcome to Phil's Gang. Ken Lagone is the founder of Home Depot. He's right. I've been saying the same thing. In fact, what's really interesting, what we're seeing now, George Soros, he's now buying gold mining stocks. Well, he's a little late, okay, but he did start buying. He got rid of his stocks and buying GDX, exactly stocks that we bought back in December. That's right, December. And we were able to buy them earlier than George. I should send him my PT2 chart, because we identified after gold got crushed and metals got crushed, we could see money coming back in. We could see the 5 largest banks. We could see the pension funds. We could see the mutual funds. We could see the hedge funds all coming in starting in December, starting to buy again. And that's when I said to my gang, look, the minute it starts turning green, let's start buying some of this. And it worked. And it's amazing how now these mining stocks take, I think it's AU, up almost 148%. I mean, that's 148% of mining stock, 148%. And I'm not making this up. But gold is becoming very, very popular, especially with our enemies. Our enemies. They know what's going on. You know, Joe Scarborough, we talked about yesterday. I was upset with Joe Scarborough, how he was lying, saying that, Trump wanted to keep the Muslims out of this country forever. Well, truly a lie. And today he even got worse. He's talking about, we'll go into this later, he got worse. He's saying the reason why Trump wants to keep the Muslims out is because of their religious beliefs. Just more lies. But Joe and his liberal friends, Mika, they shouldn't be worrying about Trump as the threat. He's not the threat here. We got a bigger threat, a bigger financial threat than even the Islamic terrorists, ISIS or the nuclear Iran. We got a much bigger threat. At least Trump is the only one that has identified it, and nobody talks about it. Our allies are starting to screw us. China, Brazil, India, Russia. They're starting to put the boots to us. South Africa, they refer to as the BRIC nations. These are countries that we partner with. They're putting more and more nations together, putting an alliance together to do us in. Can you believe this? Here we are, taking care of them all these years. Now they're trying to screw us. This is amazing. So they're putting an alliance together. They want to get rid of the bank, IMF bank. They want to get rid of the. They don't want our dollar to be the reserve currency anymore. They want to dethrone the dollar as the reserve currency. They want to dethrone us, the world's financial superpower. Here we've been with the Saudis. How long have we been defending the Saudis? And we hardly get peanuts for defending them. Peanuts for defending them. And now they want to come in and vaporize our lives. They want to vaporize our life savings. They want to vaporize the stock market. They want to crush the stock market on us. They want to crush our real estate. These are supposed to be our allies. This is who Joe Scarborough should be worried about. This is just unbelievable. Gold. As I said, George Soros he sold his stocks and he's buying gold mining stocks. Go look it up. We bought ours already back in December last year, in January. It's crazy, isn't it? And guess who's buying a lot of the gold? The very people who are trying to screw us. India. China. They're buying all the gold they can. That's why you're seeing gold prices go up. Besides the fact, smart money knows this country, the economy is in real bad shape. But every day, the stock market, again today, 1% away from all-time new high. And every time the market's ready to go down, Aunt B comes in and makes sure it doesn't go down. All she does is print money, give it to the banks to buy give it to the hedge funds to buy bank stocks. And you bring the bank stocks back up, the market can't go down. Every day, same thing. Every morning, I say to my gang, look, we're going to be down 100 points, but by the end of the day, we're going to turn positive. And how do we know? We look all day long at the banks, and we look at the semiconductors. And if both are going up together, the market's going to go up. If both are going to go down, the market's going to go down. If it's a split ticket, one up, one down, and you start out in the morning with 100-point negatives in the market, and you're down 100 points, you got a split ticket with the semis and the banks, one up, one down, you know they're going to turn the market positive. You don't have to ask anybody, what do you think the market's going to do? How many people go around asking, what do you think the market's going to do? What do you think the market's going to do? You never have, my gang never has to ask that question. They know every minute of the day what the market's going to do because I trained them to identify on a chart. It's real simple what the market's going to do when you got the banks going one way and you got the semis going the other way, because between the banks and the semis, they make up about 35% of the market. Then you take a look at Facebook, Netflix, Amazon, Google, and GILD. That's the NASDAQ. There's 5 stocks that contribute 50% of all the profits to NASDAQ. And if you don't have them leading, meaning breaking out new highs, new yearly highs, that's the leaders. They're the leaders, and they're not making new highs. So if you don't have them making new highs, you don't have the bank making new highs, so Aunt B comes in and financially engineers the market. Exactly what she does. Exactly what she did. She lowered the job number to lower the dollar, and then lowered the yields on the Treasury to put in a what we call a steel I-beam, so to make sure the market doesn't go down. I mean, anytime you take a job number and lower it drastically, like she did, from an average of 215,000 jobs every month down to 38,000, the dollar collapses. And when the dollar collapses, that means golds go up. That means your stock market goes up. And then you drop your yields, forcing everybody out of the bonds into the stock market, hold up the stock market anymore. That's why the market's not coming down. It's being artificially supported. She's supporting it, and we see it every day. So you never have to ask when you're a gang member, what do you think the market's going to do? She has stalled temporarily a 10 to 20% stock market correction in the last couple of weeks. It was ready to crack. And she created this artificial rally. And we're about 1% away from an all-time new record high. In an economy that's flat on its back. An economy that the manufacturing sector is in recession, and they won't tell us that. Why? Because there's a presidential election going on. This is where you hear about all bad news being good news. And that's exactly what they're doing right now. This is why they did it. They financially engineered this market, not only to boost this rally, to make sure the market doesn't drop, but they don't want it to drop in a presidential season. Are you kidding? I'll tell you what's going to happen when we get back. Here's our number, 877-600-GANG. Join now. It's only $49.95. See you on the chart. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Listen to what Fisher said, the former Fed governor.
We front-loaded at the Federal Reserve an enormous rally in order to accomplish a wealth effect.
That's right. Did you hear that? They took the stock market, front-loaded it, ran at 200%, so we ended up not only with a fake stock market, but fake GDP, fake money, fake jobs, fake prices, fake everything. But we took advantage of that, and we're going to take advantage again. That's why I told my gang in May to short the market. On 5/29, that's May 29th, I'm telling you to short the stock market. And we were right. And the market went down over 11%. That's why you got to join my gang and learn how to short stocks just as much as buying them. Learn how to short with me, Phil Grande at philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grande and philsgang.com helps folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your number one source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $49.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market. You get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. We're a teaching format, and boy, do we give good service. You know, buying a stock doesn't have to be complicated. The reason why Wall Street makes it complicated is so to make you think you need to hire them. You can do better without them, believe me, because you're not going to have those big fees. Come to Phil's Gang, where we'll show you an easy way to buy a stock. philsgang.com, where we don't make it complicated but profitable.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Phil Grande is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest-growing privately held companies and has been recognized with a prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grande has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grande and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. Go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. There's one thing we're focused on, and that's beating this thing.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Wouldn't you love to be a business owner without ever having to show up at work? Imagine if you could sit back, watch your company grow, and collect the dividends. Now, this situation might sound like a pipe dream, but it's closer to reality than you think with Phil Grande and philsgang.com. Phil teaches you the basics of stock trading and investing. For only $49.95 a month, you have complete access to all Phil's Gang material, plus Phil's daily live trading class where you'll learn how to invest in stocks. And Phil will tell you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. philsgang.com can be accessed from your home, office, or any other location where internet is available. Plus, you never miss a beat because all material is archived. From beginner to seasoned investor, Phil Grande has been helping people learn about the stock market and producing smart investing strategies for over 15 years. Wouldn't you love to be a business owner? Wouldn't you love to take full control of your financial future? With Phil's Gang, you can. Simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by philsgang.com.
Stock Corner is brought to you by the Phil's Gang video channel. Go to philsgang.com. Click on the video channel graphic and check out Phil's free videos on the market, economy, and current events.
And Stock Corner is also brought to you by Walter's Way, a wonderful book. Check it out. It's an award-winning book. You'll love it. I've read a lot of books, and I'm going to tell you, this is the book that you're going to love this book. There's nothing like it. And as I said, it's received the 2016 Silver Axiom Business Book Award. And all the money goes to the Barrett and Walter Scheer Foundation and St. Jude's. I mean, there's nothing like this book. It'll really get you going. I mean, it'll really get you pumped up. It'll really tell you what an entrepreneur does, what a real entrepreneur is. And as I said, there'd be no Polaris nuclear submarine if it wasn't for Walter. There'd be no fax machine if it wasn't for Walter. Sperry ran one of the biggest companies. He did all those mergers. He did mergers of some of the 50 of the biggest companies in the country. I mean, just incredible what this man has done. Incredible. So check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Now, by the way, the book's only $15. I say it goes to charity. And when you get to my site, philsgang.com, go to my videos. I have a new one posted. I post a new video every Wednesday that gives you, it's free, that gives you my take on the stock market. Okay, so here we are. The market now is just negative 25 points. For the last week, ever since she said she was going to raise rates because the economy was doing well, and she said, of course, that the labor market was so strong, until she decided to drop the number from the job numbers from 215,000, which we've been averaging every month in the last year, to 25,000 to 38,000 jobs. And that was done on purpose. On purpose. Because she wanted a 4.7% unemployment rate. Now, she has been keeping this money. She's not going to raise rates. She has been kicking the can down the road. She raised the rate once, as you know, last December. She's not going to raise it again. She can't. So she's engineered a stock market here where she's caught. She can't raise rates. She can't lower rates. And this whole artificial rally is put in place by these low interest rates, these prolonged low interest rates, for the purpose of making the rich richer. Now she can't raise rates. She can't lower rates. She's so stuck she doesn't know what to do. So that's why she's going to do QE4. Now, I told you last week that I felt we had some opportunities. We had some opportunities in some retail stocks. Remember, this is not a stock market anymore. This is a market for individual stocks. And the money is going into mining stocks. It really is. Money is going into oil. A few select stocks, a couple of retail stocks that we've been watching. There's a great opportunity here because this market is struggling and we are going to get a correction. And the opportunities to correct to get the correction to make money as the market goes down. And I will do that with my gang members. I lead them down. It's the best way to make money because the market goes down 10 times faster than it goes up, and this market will correct. But what she has been doing is holding the market here. She's held this market up artificially. So gold continues to do well, even today. So one of the stocks that I think that's going to do very, very well is our Caterpillar, and it's been doing tremendous. In fact, when Caterpillar on our PT2, when we saw the institutions come back in around $72, and the high is around $78, and that's an 8% return in about 10 trading days. And what an easy investment that was. All you had to do was look at your chart, and the minute it started to turn green, and then you had your confirmation on the PT2. I mean, the green technology works. And the lower when they keep manipulating this dollar lower, that's what they're doing. They're manipulating it. And how do they get the dollar to drop? Real simple. Just make sure you just print a lousy job number. And the next thing you do is you make sure that you print money and buy all the 10-year treasuries to manipulate the yield, to make sure the treasury yield, especially on the 10-year, goes down. Then nobody wants bonds. So they jump into the stock market. So she's done two things. She manipulated the job numbers down so the dollar would go down to push the market up. Then she manipulates the bond market by purchasing bonds to make the yield drop. So she got the dollar going down, she got the yield going down, pushing the stock market up. And then, of course, she keeps her low rates. That's why she can't raise these rates. It's all manipulated. So, again, oil, that we bought oil, and there's a fund, OIL, oil fund, and we bought oil at $5.05. Today it's trading at $6.84. Now, that of the 35% return. As soon as it went from red to green, you knew that the hedge funds, you knew that the 5 largest banks, you knew the pension funds, you knew the mutual funds were buying. So that's what you do. A 35% return, Caterpillar, just in 10 trading days, an 8% return. Try it. I'm not making this stuff up. And then donate money to St. Jude. That's why we're here. That's why we do it. Let me give you the number. 877-600-GANG. Alex is there. Stephen is there. They'll take your call. Stop being afraid about a stock market crash. The market is going to crash. But this is what you want. As long as you are in position. It's just as easy when it turns from red to green. And oil's going up 35% for us. When it turns back to red, and the market turns to red, then we sell short. The market drop will make money on the way down. I want to put you in a position, as I've done all my gang members, they feel as good with the market going down as they do going up. The fear of the market going down is gone. It's gone. They know exactly what the market's going to do. Go to my site, philsgang.com, 877-600-GANG. They're taking your calls right now. Try it for a month, and we'll be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, it's been 7 years now since Obama ordered his Fed chairman to lower the savings rate from 5% to less than 0.25%. With the false narrative, it would spur economic growth and jobs. Everyone would have an opportunity in this economy. That's what he said. But what it spurred was a front-loading of the biggest fake, unsustainable stock market rally of 200%. That's what it spurred. Now, most people did not participate in that rally because people got out of their 401k in 2009. And they said, just get me out. I want nothing but fixed income. And they got killed because with low interest rates, fixed incomes get murdered. You got to know what you're doing. If you're going to really retire, you got to be associated with the stock market. That's why you come to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You know, every day we hear from Wall Street, you turn on the TV, and they're telling us how the economy's great, everything's great. And these are the same people that run the 401ks who, with a 2% fee, take more than half of your money and put it in their pocket. You will never retire comfortably in a 401k. But try to convince 90 million people, it's almost impossible. People just don't listen. They get comfortable and stay with these 401ks. They don't work. You're not going to be able to retire. It's simple. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Join the gang, try it for a month, and we're going to show you how to use a chart. And that is going to put you in such a comfort zone of retirement.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Listen to what Fisher said, the former Fed governor.
We front-loaded at the Federal Reserve an enormous rally in order to accomplish a wealth effect.
That's right. Did you hear that? They took the stock market, front-loaded it, ran at 200%, so we ended up not only with a fake stock market, but fake GDP, fake money, fake jobs, fake prices, fake everything. But we took advantage of that, and we're going to take advantage again. That's why I told my gang in May to short the market. On 5/29, that's May 29th, I'm telling you to short the stock market. And we were right. And the market went down over 11%. That's why you got to join my gang and learn how to short stocks just as much as buying them. Learn how to short with me, Phil Grande at philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you'll be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
They just told us right away that we're going to house you, we're going to feed you, and every single one of his medical bills is just all taken care of.
They've saved my family from financial ruin. It allowed me and my wife both to focus on the most important thing, which was the health and well-being of our son.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes. And that's what makes St. Jude so magical.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything's been taken care of.
We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. We're a teaching format. Boy, do we give good service. You know, buying a stock doesn't have to be complicated. The reason why Wall Street makes it complicated is so to make you think you need to hire them. You can do better without them, believe me, because you're not going to have those big fees. Come to Phil's Gang, where we'll show you an easy way to buy a stock. philsgang.com, where we don't make it complicated but profitable.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to Phil's Gang Radio Show. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome to Phil's Gang again. Here's the number, 877-600-GANG. And remember, we're here to help you. When you become a gang member, you're going to learn charting. It's not sitting there like doing algebra. What are you, nuts? PT2 is just simple color code. But you get a good background. You get good help. Every morning we have good coffee talk. Before the market opens every morning, we identify what we believe the market's going to do during the day. So, well, what big deal? Well, big deal, it's always accurate. you'll find out it's always accurate. Because we follow money. You don't follow the nonsense. You got to stop following the noise. I mean, my Lord, we have 2.4 million part-time employees. We have an 84% increase since this administration took over, since Obama took over. How can they go out and Hillary go out and say, oh, we're going to do the same policies as Obama? They were wonderful. But I first want to get back and finish up because and this has to do with business with Trump. We need a guy like Trump to go in and get rid of Obamacare. We need a guy like him to go in and fix our trade deficits. We need to get our jobs back. And when you got guys like Joe Scarborough, who just lies. Here, listen to this. He changed his spin now. Listen to what his spin is now about Trump. This is unbelievable.
If you want to ban people from coming to the United States of America because of the God they worship, that is an inherently un-American belief.
Do you believe that's a spin now? Scarborough's saying Trump is banning Muslims because of the God they believe that they believe in. That's not why. That's not why. The reason Trump is asking for a temporary ban, and by the way, as I proved yesterday, Scarborough lied. He said it was a complete ban forever. No, he never said that. He wants a temporary ban. It has nothing to do with God, who the Muslims believe in, what God they believe in. It's to protect our country, is to avoid here in the U.S., at our Whole Food market, what happened in a similar market in Tel Aviv yesterday.
You see the two shooters, Israeli police say, Palestinians from the West Bank, standing there dressed as Hasidim, dressed as ultra-Orthodox Jews, when they pull out automatic weapons and open fire at point-blank range at a number of people who are out here dining in this popular market that would have been very busy last night when this happened. They keep shooting, then move in to the store next door, another restaurant, and continue shooting before they run away from here, splitting up.
So Joe says, just let them in. Are you kidding? What Trump is saying is we got to stop them temporarily so we can set up a system, because there is no data. Any Muslim that comes to this country, there's no database. There's no database. You can go to the Mideast and find out by someone. You can't even find out if he was in prison. You can't find out maybe this is the guy who put 20 people in a cage and drowned them. Maybe this is the guy who put 20 people in a cage and burned them. Maybe this is the guy who took 22 school-age children, cut their heads off. Oh, but it's not politically correct. What Trump is saying, we don't want to happen at Whole Foods market, what happened here in Tel Aviv at this market. And here, listen what he says. This is amazing.
But why not the outrage from the right, the center, the left?
Why not the outrage? Because it makes sense. There's no outrage, Joe, because it makes sense to protect our country, to protect our families. We don't know what Muslims are good and what Muslims are bad. And there's no database. There's no organization, no place we can go to. And the Muslims themselves won't help us. So we don't know who's coming. So it's got to be temporary. Now listen, this is unbelievable.
How do you endorse Paul Ryan, a man that supports the banning of 1.4 billion Muslims from ever entering the United States of America?
This is crazy. This is crazy. And again, it's not full time. It's temporary.
I would set up it's a temporary ban on not everybody, but many. I would set up a system to see who qualifies to come in, who doesn't, until we come down with the answer.
So when I saw that Tel Aviv, that market in Tel Aviv those people get slaughtered last night, I said, you got to be kidding me. Joe just doesn't get it. See, the reason why people are outraged, Joe, is because people get it. They're smart. They know when Muslims enter this country, there is no data to identify if they're radicals or they're not. People understand. Trump wants to protect the country. He wants to protect the people. This is not about what God they pray to. This is about what happened in Paris. These terrorists killed 124 innocent people. Or how about the Belgium airport? These Muslims killed 24 innocent people. And how about all the random attacks around the world? These Muslims kill every day. We don't know which ones are radical, which ones aren't. And here's what's really funny about Joe and Mika. They're phonies. All they're doing is serving their own interests, which is to move Hillary's agenda ahead, to move her ahead, to get her elected. And they're playing to their liberal audience. They don't care about the country. They're just playing to their liberal audience. This is unbelievable. But listen to this at the end, how phony they are. Listen what he says.
I didn't hear those conservatives in unison is outraged at the prospects of banning 1.5 billion Muslims from coming to this country, as our United States Constitution provides them the right to do if they pass every thing they need to pass for citizenship.
Oh, wait a minute. If they need to pass everything they need to pass, that's the problem. There's nothing to pass. There's no system. You idiot. He just contradicted himself. So he wants 1.4 billion people come to this country. Can you imagine vetting 1.4 billion? He wants them to come to this country when there's no system. There is no information we can get. And as I said, he lied. Trump never said that this was going to be on forever. And this could kill our economy. This is unbelievable. And as I said, I think Joe has got a problem here. He doesn't understand what is serious. I just said a few minutes ago in my opening statement, we got a lot of problems with our allies right now. Brazil, India, Russia, China, South Africa, who are putting alliances together with all these other nations to get rid of the IMF and they want to bring back the gold standard. Remember, we got rid of the gold standard, which was stupid. They want to bring it back, and that's why they want to get rid of our currency, and they want to destroy us. They want to destroy our dollar. They want to destroy us as a superpower, and so it's just amazing how these people don't understand what's going on. Guys like Joe. Now, Ampi, here we are experiencing in the stock market the financial engineering by Aunt B. She artificially boosted the rally, prolonging these low interest rates for the purpose of making the rich richer. And it's killing our economy. And now she's doing it for the purpose of the presidential race. She has not been the first chairman who has done this. And she's not going to be the last when these presidential races come. I've been through a lot of these. So her engineering a lower job number, a lower dollar, and a lower yield on the Treasury to rally the market, that's not unusual. But that's what she's doing. To stall a 10 to 20% stock market correction, it was ready to go. It was ready to break. Last week, or 2 weeks ago, we were ready to drop 10 to 20%, and that's why she came in and started this nonsense. And here's what's going to trip it is China has real credit problems. And just one problem, just one hiccup from China, this market could go down 50, 60%. People have no clue. And so here she is trying to get an Obama. I knew something was up because when Obama said he was going to work almost full time campaigning for Hillary, they needed the narrative. They needed a narrative to say, look, I created 14 million jobs. That's why we have an unemployment rate of 4.7%. And she's going to have the same policies as mine. This is nuts what's going on. We'll be right back. Join my gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, my name is Phil Grande, philsgang.com. The 401k big lie. They tell you invest $10,000 a year for 30 years, compounded at 6% annually. You will have a grand total of $245,000 to retire. That is not true. That is not the truth. What they don't tell you is the hidden fees. There's 27 hidden fees in your 401k. When you're all done, you lose half of what you put aside for your retirement. That's right, half. And another thing, you're not allowed to do individual stocks in a mutual fund. And you're not allowed to make money when stocks go down. That's ridiculous. Would you buy a car with just forward and no reverse? Why would you ever be in a fund that you can't make money when the stock market goes down? Join my gang, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, people make it too complicated. Wall Street tells you the market cap and the trailing PE and the forward PE and price to sales to confuse you. All you need to know is, does the stock have volume? What's that mean? Energy. What does that mean? If you have people buying a stock, enough of the stock's being bought, it influences the prices to go up. Join my gang, philsgang.com. We're using charting, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. When was the last time you've gotten a raise? It's been a long time. When was the last time you got overtime? That's been a long time. Sure, why? What people don't realize is we got two components out there that is killing your standard of living. Free money provided to CEOs from the Federal Reserve, and then the way the CEO is being compensated. CEOs are not compensated on performance anymore. CEOs are compensated on stock options. That's how they make most of their money. So as long as the Federal Reserve will give them money free, they're going to focus on the CEO buying shares back to pop that price up to make that stock option. That's why you're not getting paid. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. There's so much bad news out there. Let me give you some good news. The good news is you can retire when you're 65 years of age. You can live the same lifestyle you've come accustomed to, but you're going to have to make a change. And what's that change? To get rid of your 401k. It's a scam. It doesn't work. We've never seen more people pulling their money out of 401ks than right now. $40 billion just in this last few quarters, because they know it doesn't work. So they're taking their money and stuffing it in the mattress. That's not what to do. Look, it's not about the money you put away. It's about how you invest that money. And clearly 401ks don't work. But it does work here at Phil's Gang. philsgang.com, where we just got a return of over 35% in copper.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. The market's almost positive. Told my gang this morning it would turn positive. It's almost there. It's almost there. Look, you know, as I said to you, Aunt B, by financially engineering the market with a lower job number, lower dollar, and a lower yield to rally this market and to put a steel I-beam and duct tape it to hold this market up, she's not going to raise rates. We know that. But they're not going to do negative rates. Everybody say, well, she's going to do negative rates before she does QE. No, she's not. She's going to go right to QE. What she did by lowering the job number, lowering the dollar, and lowering the yields on the Treasury, that's a precursor to, it's like a mini. That's like a mini QE. And they'll never go to negative rates. Here's why.
Look, with negative interest rates.
Negative interest means where you got to pay to put money in the bank.
Look, with negative interest rates, both in Japan and all throughout Europe, banks there are struggling. In the U.S., with rates barely positive, banks are making a little bit of money, but not a lot. You know, this negative interest rate stuff is baloney. It just doesn't work, and it needs to. It
doesn't work. It's ridiculous. It's a joke. So we're not going there. So the next stop with her, believe me, is QE4. She's going to print immediately $3 trillion. She's going to give it to the banks, to the hedge funds, so they can buy bank stocks, because you need the bank stocks to go up to lead her rally. And the bank stocks are very, very weak right now. That's the problem with the market, why she can't break out. She'll print another $5 trillion to give the company CEO so they buy their own stocks back to push their prices up, because they have no earnings, they have no profits, because the economy is so terrible and people aren't spending. So this is what she's going to do. There's no question about it. And as I said, there was no surprise to me that she financially engineers market, so to help out Hillary, to help out the president, so he can keep his narrative going that he created 14 million jobs, and that's why we're at 4.7% unemployment rate, to drop from 10%, which is a total lie. Unfortunately, the press won't correct the lie. We all know the real truth is the drop in the unemployment rate came from an increase of those unemployed who gave up looking for a job. They left the labor force. They stopped looking for a job. They're unemployed, not counted unemployed. And they left labor force not looking for a job. That's why they call them discouraged, but they don't count as unemployed. So it's not from the 14 million jobs that he claims he created, but that's what he's going to say out in the stump when he's out there, trying to get Hillary elected. Now, they've got to do this because most of the country's looking to Trump. They want Trump to fix it. They know there's no recovery. They want an increase in full-time, high-paying jobs, manufacturing jobs specifically. They're tired of part-time jobs. We have 2.4 million additional part-time jobs, an increase of 84%. When you have a part-time job, the next stop is poverty because you have no benefits. This is unbelievable. People are sick of it, and people don't care about the judge. They don't care about the judge. They don't care about what he said about the banning the Muslims temporarily. People don't care about that. They care about their families. They care about their jobs. They care about overtime. They care about their wallet. That's what they care about. They're tired of going to work every day. They go to the grocery store when they get their pay, and they can't stretch that dollar because food went up 30%, 40%. Go to the movies. A movie ticket went up 25%. They're tired of it. People are tired of it. And the first thing they got to do is Trump, when I talked to him about a year ago, I said, please get rid of the withholding tax. That has enslaved us, the small business person. And you stop taking withholding tax away from the employee. And here's what's amazing. This government brainwashed employees. They get a check, and by the way, they think a computer this computer pays them. They have no idea how they're getting paid. They just think a computer automatically gives them a check. They don't understand how the check got there. But here's the problem. When they get a net check, they really believe, they look forward. They look forward to their tax return. They look forward to that April tax return. They plan their vacation. They plan their new car. They plan their life around. They're going to Hawaii. They really believe this tax return is a gift. They believe it's a gift from the government. It's amazing. They wait for this check. It's unbelievable. Can't wait to get my check. I'm going to do this when I get my check. How many times I'm going to do this when I get my check? I'm going to do this when I get my check. It's unbelievable. They're getting screwed. Especially when they get their Social Security, when they figure out at the end of their life, they're ready to retire, figure out how much money you paid in Social Security and see what you get for a check. And Sanders wants to raise the taxes on the rich. He says the answer to free health care and free college, free housing is tax the rich. What is he, nuts? There isn't much more that can be extracted from high income brackets. If the government took 100% of all the taxable income beyond the tax bracket, say $75,000, it's not already taxed, it would get only $17 billion. You know how that $17 billion would only run the government for 5 days. What's he talking about? This guy's crazy. He's nuts. 2/3 of everyone's personal income tax collected is a waste. It's a waste. 100% of what is collected is a one-way deal. One way. We get no value. It's a one-way payment with no value in return. It's used as a means of income redistribution. We're giving money away, giving it away, redistributing our money to welfare programs up to yin-yang. Obama expanded welfare programs, unbelievable. Food stamps, disability, unbelievable. Social Security, student grants, unemployment compensation. How about the subsidies to all these farmers here in Florida, the sugarcane industry? You nuts? You wouldn't believe the subsidies they get. That all comes from our tax that's collected. But isn't it amazing how people think that withholding tax, that they, oh boy, at the end of the year, wow, I'm getting a check, I'm getting a gift from the government. You got to be nuts to think like that. This is just crazy stuff. So, Hillary Clinton right now, they're helping her to make sure the market doesn't plunge. And it's not going to work. It's not going to work because there's no earnings and things are getting worse. So here's what you do. All we have to do is think like this. There's no more a stock market, but there is a market for good stocks. You got to identify what stocks are good. That's my job. When the dollar goes down, when they financially engineer the market for the stocks, for the dollar to go down, which stocks do you buy? Which stocks go up? I know that. And then we'll put it on a chart. And when that turns green, we buy. When the dollar goes back up and the market starts to collapse, we'll make money because we'll be following the money that's coming out of the group of stocks that we need to be watching. So I know most of you, you're afraid of the market because you always think it's going to crash. Yes, market's going to crash. We're going to have a crash of this. Are you kidding? This one's going to be the mother lode of all crashes. This will be the biggest gift you ever got. But nobody's going to be shorting it because people are scared to short. And you shouldn't be scared to short. It's easy. It's just the opposite of buying. So it will teach you how to flip your computer upside down. So you think you're buying. So you push the button. So you think you're selling short when you think you're buying. Matter of fact, they put stocks so you can do that. Actually, people are so scared of shorting, like SPY, despite instead of shorting it, people couldn't push the button. They were sweating and nervous. So what they did is they did an inverse fund. So you buy a stock. You buy SH as the symbol. So when the market goes down, you're not afraid to short the market. You just buy. You buy SH so you feel comfortable because you're buying, you're not shorting. So as the market goes down, you keep watching your stocks going up. Isn't that nice? Same thing with the NASDAQ. It was going to get murdered. The NASDAQ is going to get killed. It may go down 60%. So all you're going to do is, if you're scared to sell short the Qs, then we're going to show you, you buy, the symbol is PSQ, but you buy it. So you're not afraid. And when it turns green, you buy. Look, let me give you my number, 877-600-GANG. Alex is there. He'll talk with you. Steven's there. He'll talk with you. Try it for a month. It works. Look, you know, that everybody truly believes the market reflects how good the economy is. Trust me, it's not. It's not. Okay? And one thing is, whether you hate Trump or not, we need somebody to make a change, especially with withholding tax. Let people take that money home. Cut these entitlements, for God's sakes. Let people take the money home so we can grow the economy. All right, join my gang, Phil's Gang. Remember, we're focusing on gold, silver. We're focusing on oil. Join my gang, 877-600-GANG.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me